Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. My name is Erica and this is my channel, Creatively Erica, where I do a ton of crafting tutorials, DIY projects, and other small business related content. If any of these sound like something you're interested in, then please consider clicking that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of my future uploads. I would greatly appreciate the follow. All right, now that intro's out of the way, let's jump into today's video. All right, you guys, so I'm so excited to jump into today's video because I don't know if I should really call this a craft or a hack. I mean, it kind of fits the ticket for both. But anyways, I am going to be doing a little craft room project, if you will. If you've watched my small business vlogs lately, then you know over the past few weeks, I have updated my craft room. I rearranged some furniture. I took out some old stuff, brought in some new things, and I've just done some new fun things around here. So with that being said, every single time I do a craft room update or I rearrange my furniture and I see the top of my cube shelf back here, right now I have my Cricut, my shipping label printer, my regular printer, all on this, like all of my devices on this cube shelf that I got from IKEA like years and years ago. Every time I move the piece around, I want to paint it or I want to do something with it because it is so scratched up, you guys. Like I said, I've had this piece for years. It has literally been with me on like 5 different moving trips, like across state lines. So she's seen some better days, okay? She's used. She's just a little worn down. She just has some scratches and some scuff marks and I don't know, super glue on the top of it. Like I said, this has like been in my craft room, so she's seen it all, okay? And as I'm sure most of my small business and crafty friends know, Dollar Tree carries contact paper. So I thought, why not try that? It'd be super cheap and easy. You don't have to necessarily be crafty to do this because it's really easy to do. But I just thought, why not try out the Dollar Tree contact paper and show you guys the quality of it and how easy it is to use by covering some of the furniture pieces in my craft room so that they can all match and have a nice, pretty new top and they're not all scratched and scuffed up. So I have my contact paper from Dollar Tree right here. I got several rolls over there, but I just got the basic white and gray marble pattern. I just thought it was really pretty and it doesn't even look like it's terrible quality. That was kind of my concern, getting any like patterned contact paper from Dollar Tree. Sometimes when you buy like super cheap supplies and products, some of the designs are kind of like pixelated or like the quality just isn't there. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. But with this one, it actually looks really good. Like as you guys can see, it's not like blurry. It doesn't look cheap. It looks good to me. So this is quick cover by contact, but it's just adhesive covering. It's just contact paper. Like usually people put these like in their drawers or cabinets or whatever. We are going to be putting this on top of furniture today to give it a fresh new surface. So like I said, I'm obviously going to be adding it to this super worn down cube shelf that I got from IKEA years ago. As you can see here, I have like some super glue with like glitter. I don't even know. Like, I don't even know, guys. Just a ton of scuff marks and scrapes and scratches just from having it for years and years and it being in my craft room. And like I said, it literally came on 5 different moves with me. So she just definitely needs a facelift. But I'm also going to be adding the contact paper to my shipping station over here. And I'm even going to put it on this cube shelf down here where my sublimation printer sets and both of my shipping scales set. You can like barely see the surface area on this one because of all the devices, but I figured why not make it like cohesive and match all of my other background furniture. Okay, so like I said, I did get this from the Dollar Tree. They do have different pattern contact papers. My Dollar Tree is kind of a hit or miss. This one was actually the only one that was in stock that they had more of one of. So that was also a reason I chose this one, but I think I would have chosen this one anyways because it is just a white and gray marble background. So I thought that was just really classy, pretty, kind of neutral, and you will be able to see anything that I do on that surface, and it'll match everything else that is already in here anyways. So this contact paper is 18 inches by 1.5 yards. So $1.25 for this much. You definitely can't beat that. So here is some of the contact paper rolled out just so you guys can get like a better view of it. So it does have a little bit of shine to it, a little bit of gloss, but I like that personally. I just find it easier to wipe down. But as you guys can see, I think the marble looks decent. The quality is good. I think this is going to work great. Okay, so like I said, we are going to clear off all of the furniture and then give it a good wipe down, and then we can put the contact paper on them. All right guys, so I have all of the furniture cleared off. So now I'm just gonna give it a good wipe down before we put on the contact paper. Okay guys, so I've wiped down all of my surfaces and we are ready to put on our contact paper. So the 3 tools that I typically use is a ruler, my squeegee, and my razor blade. You could also use a pair of scissors or a credit card if you don't have a scraper tool or squeegee. I got this ruler from the Dollar Tree as well. So if you don't have a ruler and you're going to the Dollar Tree to pick up this contact paper, then you might as well pick up one of these rulers while you're there. Now, the contact paper itself is super easy to put on. Once you get the hang of it, you might have some trouble in the beginning if you don't really know what you're doing, but it's pretty simple. Obviously, you should measure whatever you're putting this on, and then you can either cut it down to size from there. I like to put mine on my surface directly from the roll, and you guys will see why in just a second. I just find it's a easier application, but you guys will see what I'm talking about in just a second. Now, I did measure ahead of time, and my contact paper is not long enough to go across the entire piece. As you can see here, there is like a crack on both sides where these side pieces attach to this middle piece. The contact paper is long enough to go across this middle piece, but not the 1.5 inches that is on both sides. So I'm going to put the contact paper on and see how it looks without there being a piece on the sides. And if I don't like it, then I will have to add a piece. Okay, so what you are going to want to do, first of all, align up your wool so that it is going to be straight. You don't want it like, you know, veering one way and then you don't have it on straight. So then I'm just going to put it on my piece here as carefully as I can. Okay, and then I'm just going to take my fingers or the palm of my hand and smooth down that strip that we're putting down that is off of the backing and on our piece of furniture. And then from here, I say I like to leave mine rolled up because I'm gonna take my ruler, and right here in the crease where the adhesive side on the other side is meeting the piece of furniture and the rest of it is rolled up, I'm basically just going to be shoving this ruler in this crease right here in my contact paper roll, and it's going to unroll itself while I'm adhering it to my piece of furniture with no creases or wrinkles. Let me repeat that again. No creases or wrinkles if you do this right. So I'm just going to slide my ruler back and forth until I have it completely on my piece of furniture here. And as you guys can see so far, there is not one wrinkle, one bubble, not one crease in this contact paper so far. Okay, and then from here it's gonna get a little tricky because I got like cords and stuff hanging right there. But you guys get the gist of it. So, like I said, no bubbles. Let me get on this level so you guys can see. There's no bubbles, no wrinkles or creases. It is perfectly smooth. Just look how good that looks. So clean. Okay, so that was the entire roll of contact paper. So now I'm gonna show you guys how I trim it, where I need it to, and what I do for the edges and all of that. Okay, so right here where that crease was, I just take my squeegee and really press that contact paper down in there. And then I'm gonna take my X-Acto knife and I'm just gonna cut along that line to cut off any excess contact paper. So now, as you guys can see, I have a nice clean line where that contact paper starts. So now I'm gonna show you guys what I'm gonna do for this edge here. Okay, so you really have two options when it comes to the edges. You can either cut off the excess right at the top where the top meets the side on this corner crease right here, or you can try to make it look like it's one solid like piece of granite or marble, whatever. Pull it over the edge and get it down perfectly so that it looks like it's one solid piece. So how I do that is, number one, pull it up so that it's not sticking to the side at all. Then I'm gonna take my handy dandy squeegee and I'm just going to run this along the whole edge of my piece here on the top, not the side, just the top, just so that I can create that really sharp crease there so that it doesn't try to pull up or pull away while we are folding it over that edge. Okay, so now I'm going to pull it extremely taut, like as hard as I can. I am pulling it over that edge and I'm just going to smooth it out as I'm pulling it down. Okay, and then I'm just gonna press that down and then use my squeegee to make sure it's really on there. Oh, that looks so good. Okay, so then from here, you can either, again, you can cut that edge or you can fold it under. So I'm gonna fold it under because no one's gonna see the bottom of it. Then again, I'm just gonna take my squeegee and just really make sure that that's on there. Look how seamless and good that looks. Like, it looks like it's a solid piece of marble, doesn't it? Like, look at that. So clean. So remember how I said that that roll was only long enough to go like in this middle section, and there actually wasn't enough to go on this like additional piece on both sides? I feel like I need to cover that because, number one, those scratches right there is a part of the reason why I wanted to cover this thing, and they're still not covered, so that's going to drive me crazy. And I don't like the way it looks without that little edge being done. I don't know, it just doesn't look finished to me. So I'm going to attempt to cut out a piece to get it to fit this little section so it can look like one whole piece, but we will see how it looks. Obviously, there's going to be a crease in it on the top and the side where it meets. I can't avoid that. So I think for this piece, because it's such a small strip, I will just cut it to size and then place it on. So I'm just gonna measure it so I can cut out a perfect piece. Okay guys, so I got that piece on. It's not perfect. There's a couple little imperfections where I was trying to like scrape it in that edge right there. I don't know if you guys can see that little piece. But other than that, it looks good. I mean, as good as it can. I think it looks a little bit better than it just being plain on the sides. So now that this one is completely done, now I'm going to move on to the next one and do this little cube shelf down here. But now that you guys have seen how to do it, I'm just gonna do this one in a quick little hyperlapse for you guys. And then I will show you guys what it all looks like when it's completely finished. All right, guys, so I just finished putting all of the contact paper on. I think it looks so good. So now I just need to put all of my stuff back where it belongs and set everything back up and see what the finished product will look like, all complete. All right, guys, so here it is all finished with everything set back up the way it was. I think it looks so good with all the stuff that I already have. It just really goes well with everything. And I think I did a pretty good job making those edges look as seamless as possible with it just being contact paper. So tell me what you guys think. Do you think it was a nice little update? I mean, for something as quick and easy and simple as that little project was, and for it being like less than $4 total, definitely recommend giving that a try. All right, y'all, that's where I'm gonna leave you guys today. Like I said, I think it came out amazing, and you really just can't beat the time and energy and even the cost that this was. So if you haven't tried out that contact paper from Dollar Tree, then I highly recommend doing so. But as always, you guys, if you like this video, please let me know that you liked it by giving me a big thumbs up. And if you have any questions or comments or even a suggestion, then drop a comment down below. I would love to hear what you guys think. And like I always say, if you're not already subscribed to my channel, make sure you click that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any other of my videos. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys next time.